Hello, my name is Patrick Hubert-Roy. I have recently graduated from the programming course at l'Institut Desgraff. Here are some of the projects I worked on during my studies. First off, I created the AI behavior for a multiplayer tank game developed in Unity. The AI moves around using the same physics-based movement as the player and is limited in the same way so that movement fits with how a tank can move. The AI can also fairly accurately aim at a moving target by taking into consideration the distance and speed of the target as well as the bullet speed and travel time. Next, for the same multiplayer tank game, I built a map creator. The items can be dragged onto the scene to create an instance of that object in the level. The objects can then be moved around, rotated, or scaled very easily by clicking and dragging on them, or simply be removed from the scene. Additionally, the map can be saved or loaded in a text file for later use. Apart from Unity, I also built a raycasting system in C++ OpenGL. In this example, a ray is created when the mouse is clicked. After it is created, the ray can then be used to test collisions with objects in the scene. The ray is first tested with the object-oriented bounding box of the 3D model to check whether or not a collision with the model itself might occur. The ray is then tested with each triangle in the model to see if there is collision or not. Last but not least, the biggest project I worked on was a first-person shooter game inspired by Doom or Wolfenstein 3D, built entirely in C++ OpenGL. The goal of the game is to reach the end of the level by finding keys to open doors and shooting many enemies along the way. The game has a simple physics system to roughly simulate gravity when the player jumps or falls. There is also a simple collision system that can check sphere-box collisions which, combined with the previously mentioned raycast system, means the player and enemies won't fall through the floor or go through walls. Raycasting is also used to check if enemies have line of sight with the player as well as for bullet collisions with enemies or walls. Apart from various physics systems, I also did some work with shaders for this project. Most notably is a simple lighting and shading system that uses a point light near the player along with diffuse maps and specular maps on the models to dynamically illuminate the scene. Furthermore, I made a small particle system that follows the player's bullets and shoots particles at random speeds in the opposite direction the bullet is moving. I also made a sprite sheet animation system to animate the enemies, a UI life bar object that fills and empties itself depending on the player's current health, and a UI text object to show text on the game screen. Finally, here are some of the other programming languages and game engines I learned during my time at Desgraff. Thank you for watching.